Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury reporting from the Rainforest Tour nearest you. Have fun guys, Rainforest Tours.
Hi guys, it's your partner, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. I love these paid reviews. This is paid review 21QB88. Quick wrist watch check. I present to you, sir, the Rolex Submariner. This is the 126610. Black dial, black bezel, ceramic bezel, 41 millimeters across, excluding the crown. And it uses the 21 mil bracelet. It's a chunky monkey without the girth. I love it. I love it. Criticism, the clasp. Some people say the clasp is too big. I think it's okay. I don't think it's terrible. Okay, guys, let's begin this paid review. This is a paid review. This is a paid review for Stephen. Now, Stephen's very kindly, he sent me away for a family holiday at a Hilton. I gotta tell you, I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you so much, Stephen. It's a good addition with the kids. Dear Mr. Pluta, I hope this correspondence finds you well. This will be my second review you have done for me. The first review, 20AU4, occurred on August 28, 2020. At that time, my collection consisted of a 1986 Rolex Datejust 36 mil, blue dial 16030, a 1972 Rolex Datejust 36 mil wide boy 1603, a 1958 Omega Seamaster 34 mil 2984, a 1977 Omega Geneve 35 mil, a stainless steel Swiss Army watch 40 mil, a 2009 Rolex Sea Dweller 44 mil. That's the deep sea. 11660, a Leico Flieger 42. I know you hate the name. The Miyota movement, and a 2019 Swatch, a present from my daughter. After you respectfully, thoughtfully review, I gave my collection a major overhaul. When I first started in the hobby, I would purchase just to fill the empty slots in my box. However, as I get older, and more mature in the timepiece hobby, I am now able to recognize the significance between quantity versus quality. I have sold the two Rolex Datejusts, both 36 mil, and the two Omega 34 and 35 mil. Though they were solid pieces, I felt as though the size was a bit too small. I also sold the stainless steel Swiss Army. As an airline pilot, I kept my Leico Octon Flieger aviator watch, for which I use for flying. I never wear Rolex while flying, just in case I tragically went in. I have also kept my Swatch watch, which is a present from my daughter, and I'll never let that go. My personal feeling is this, and voice your opinion if you disagree. If you own a large watch collection, then you can only play around a bit with different models due to the size. However, with a small watch collection, there should be more deeper thought when purchasing, as there is less room for error to create a foundation and add a punch. This is what I have gathered from you throughout the years. Archie, due to watching your YouTube channel for many, many years, I have greatly matured in my knowledge of fine timepieces, and I owe you a degree of gratitude for the direction. In the end, it became quite apparent that I am now focusing on the less is more philosophy, and your guidance and influence has ultimately led me to the acquisition of my current versatile collection, which consists of, number one, a 2002 Rolex Submariner Bluesy, pre-ceramic 40mm 16613. This piece has the oyster bracelet and is similar to the one you bought in recognition of your grandfather. However, it has the holes case and the hollow gold links. The blue, silver and yellow gold all come together perfectly on this piece, and it's absolutely stunning. As you have said in the past, it's the quintessential piece for any collector. Number two is a 2021 Rolex Datejust Wimbledon 41mm 126334. I purchased this piece retail 15 days ago from the AD. This piece is extremely unique due to the outline green Roman numeral markers with the silver dial. Another unique feature is the hour marker located on the 9. It has the oyster bracelet, which ties in perfectly well with the 18-karat white gold fluted bezel. And number three, a 2009 Rolex Sea Dweller ceramic bezel 44mm 11660. What can I say about this piece? It is one large beast and is a special edition, and completes my collection. It has the oyster bracelet as well. My humble pieces may not be the greatest or the hottest, but they are paid for. They are mine, and they are for daily wearing. I am respectfully waiting your opinion if the collection is a snoozy or a doozy. In accordance with the Pontiff's wishes and to pay respect to the Governor's Governor, I have given you a holiday at the Surfers Paradise Hilton to assist in the Pontiff. Best health. Regards, Stephen. What a lovely gesture. He really went over the top. So I gotta tell you, a 3-piece combo meal deal. It's the deal. It's the deal of a lifetime. What do I think of this combo? And I've got to be completely honest with you. The thing is, we've got 3 heavy hitters. We've got a deep sea, the big granddaddy of the divers, the biggest of the big. What year is that? That is a 2009. 2009. I think these have got huge potential. They are, you know, a lot of people go for the James Cameron. I think in time, I wouldn't be surprised if the standard black could be the one to go for, because at the time, everyone seems to be going for the James Cameron, which I understand. I love the James Cameron, but this is the biggest, the baddest diver that Rolex has ever made. So I think they are special. You've got the Wimbledon, which is on the oyster bracelet. I got to tell you there, the Wimbledon itself there, 41mm Wimbledon, reference 126334, white gold bezel, very, very cool Wimbledon. I quite like this model. You mentioned the Wimbledon itself there. Another unique Romans with the silver marker dial. It's at the 9 position. Very cool. Another unique feature is the hour marker located on the 9. It has the oyster bracelet. Okay, so it's really, that's quite a beautiful watch itself there. The Datejust Wimbledon, an absolute, just a nice watch. Beautiful Rolex. And finally, we got the Bluesy, the 2002 Bluesy. Bluesy. Yes, we do. We've got the Bluesy. And pretty good piece, I must say. It's a nice piece. As a combination there, I got to be totally honest with you, I think Rolex has become incredibly expensive. I think myself, comparing this collection to last time, I would rather have the Wimbledon 41 mil instead of the 236 mils. I think that's an improvement. It's got the nicer bracelet, sapphire. It's just a beautiful watch. I gotta be honest with you. Geez, you've really shaken the tree there, that's for sure. You did have you've kept, the only piece that's really been remained there is that 2009 Deep Sea, which you've still got there. That's a good foundation. It's a modern diver. You've got the Bluesy. I love the Bluesy. I really do. 3 cool Rolexes. 3 cool Rolexes. I think it's a great collection. I really do think it's a superb collection there. I tend to wear them. Come on, you're a good pilot. I wouldn't worry about that. I would say myself there, I would say seriously, you've got some great three Rolex, 3 modern Rolex is pretty damn cool. I reckon that is pretty damn cool. I don't have a problem with that in the least. Quality over quantity, yes. And these are usable, very functional Rolex. The question is, do you need to add? Would you add a GMT function? You know what? It's funny. I actually, many years ago, I bought a Rolex. It was I'll tell you this, I bought a Rolex 16610. So that's basically the pre-ceramic version of my Submariner. And I bought it from a pilot. He used to fly for Dragon Air. He was a freight pilot for Dragon Air. And I bought that watch off him, and he bought the two-tone. Surprisingly, it was the two-tone with the black dial. And I said to him, I thought you would have wanted a GMT. And he said, no, we got computers on the plane for that. For GMT time, we've got computers. And like, you think a lot of pilots would like the GMT function. They said, no, we got computers for that. I don't need that backup. He said it's much more useful having the diving watch than it is to have the GMT function. So it's quite interesting. A lot of pilots themselves there, they do like their divers. They like their diving watches. So yeah, it is that's quite an interesting thing. I remember he worked for Dragon Air in the freight division. I think that must have been 767s at the time, or 737s. I'm not sure. But I got to be honest with you. I think the collection as it stands there, 3 beautiful watches. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with 3 gorgeous, cool? What's wrong with that? I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a great collection. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong. That's a beautiful collection. And you know, would I add a GMT? Personally, I've always loved the Explorer 2. I love it. I love it. I love it more so than... I love the Explorer 2 more than the GMT Master. So, it's... You've got to go with what you think. I think that's a beautiful three-piece. You need to buy things that you like. It's your money, and this is a lot of money. You've got to remember, these watches are not cheap. They aren't cheap. These watches are incredibly expensive. These are not... This is not cheap stuff, you know? When you buy Rolex, it's very, very difficult to buy these when you have a family. And I got to be totally honest with you. I think that those three pieces there is an amazing achievement. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of resources. It's expensive. They're expensive. Watches are dear. These are not, you know, they're not, these are really, really expensive. So to have a beautiful collection like this, what's wrong with that? That's beautiful. A deep sea, a bluesy, and the Wimbledon. Man, what more could a man want than that there? So I got to be honest with you, I think it's a great little collection. It's great. Less is more. You know, one of the most fun times I ever had when I had years ago was I had three watches. 2 Rolex and a Patek. White gold 5107. I had a Datejust 16234, which is basically the 36mm version of yours. And I had an Explorer 1 36mm 14270. And those three pieces, I got to tell you, I really loved it. Like, you look at it and say, oh, that's only three pieces. No, it was so strong. I could have worn any of those pieces, and I had a closer relationship with each of them than I do now. I got 9 pieces. Now, my collection's a bit different because I do this YouTube, and I need to have a collection because I do the YouTube. But I got to be totally honest with you. There's something about a smaller compact collection that I really like. I love looking at a collection, 3 or 4 pieces, and go, wowzers. And I don't know if you need to add anything. Do you really need to add anything? If you were to add, my advice to you would be to stick with Rolex. Stick with Rolex. I would probably add a sports Rolex. I'd stick with sports. Steel sports. I think the Explorer 2, that's what I would be adding. If I had those 3 pieces, I'd be adding an Explorer 2. I think the Explorer 2, you could go black or white, doesn't matter. But it just gives you a little bit of an extra function. That's about it. That's all I could say there. Would I add? I don't think you need to. You know, you don't need. If you don't want to add it, don't add it. You got to work it out yourself. This is a nice collection. Sometimes, when you get too many, you get very muddled. I can tell you this: when I had one brand per watch, I think I had about 13 watches. And what I used to do was I just wear the beater. I'd wear the Tudor. Just wear the cheaper of the watches. I didn't really enjoy them when I had 3 watches. I loved to wear each of them. They were all special. There was no beta. They were just, I loved them. In many ways, I kind of miss those times. They were good times. They were very good times. I do miss it. I miss those times because they're just simple. But, you know, I've got to make YouTube content. I've got to do videos. I've got to churn and burn. You know, there's reasoning why I need to do what I do. And I think it's just, you got to appreciate that. You've got to appreciate that. And less can definitely be more. Less can certainly be more. Without a doubt, less can be more. Less can be more. And maybe you want to keep it at 3. Maybe that could be the answer. So, yeah, I think it's got a lot of substance to it. Beautiful collection, 3-piece combo. It's a great little collection. So thank you. And I want to say thank you so much for getting that holiday at the Hilton organized. I never stayed there. It's expensive. The Hilton, shit. That's an expensive hotel. It's very expensive. And I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate that kind gesture. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. And guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some comments. Guys, I can't survive on the Google ads. Please get a paid review done. Get a paid review. I'll tell you what I think. Good, bad, the ugly. I'll tell you the honest truth. Okay, guys, catch you in the next one. Hey guys, check out one of my best friends, Jamie Opulence, on YouTube. Just go to Jamie Opulence on YouTube. A fantastic channel from my good friend Jamie. Check it out, guys. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to introduce a new service to you. ValueYourWatch.com. Proud supporters of ArchieLuxury. No seller's fees, no buyer's fees. That's right, guys. This is a trading platform to buy or sell watches. You can start selling for free. That's right. We advertise our paying subscribers on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's a global platform. That's right, guys. Get $50 off the annual subscription by applying the coupon Archie when you check in there. But guys, you can try this for free straight away. Guys, you can start listing watches. ValueYourWatch.com. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think of that.
All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.